All right, Leo. Leo, welcome to the channel. Welcome back. All right, if you're new here, welcome in. Leo Energy. All right. Leo vibes. We're going to see what we have for Leo. If you were drawn to the video, there may be messages for you here. Okay? Past, present, future energies. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, Leo? Hope you're doing well out there. And I do appreciate you guys for all your healing energy that you have sent my way. I pray that the Most High bless you 100-fold, right? And I do appreciate my subscribers as well, okay? We're going to start off with the declare and decree deck. See what possible energies need to be removed, blocked out, or whatever. Get rid of any negative energy that could possibly exist for my Leos at this time. Leo, let's see what we have for you here. Okay, Leo energy. All pain and trauma caused towards myself, my ancestors, and offspring are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. That's a good one. That's good. That's something to pay attention to that needs to be cleared. All pain and trauma caused towards myself, my ancestors, and offspring are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Leo, you would write this down. Set your intentions to clear this particular energy and burn it. Set fire to it because fire destroys. And this type of energy need to be destroyed. If you're new here, this is something I do as a ritual. It is a positive ritual, right? To clear negative energies. That's all it is. All right. Leo, all works of iniquity done against myself and my loved ones is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All works of iniquity done against myself and my loved ones is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You write that down, Leo. Set your intentions and burn it. Okay? All right. Leo energy. All right. Past, present, future. Energies are fluid. Time is fluid. Okay, so whenever you are viewing the video, this may be for you now. It could have been something already took place, or it will be taking place for you. But overall, only take what resonates with you. All right? Something could be a long time coming that you've made investments in. Okay? Leo energy. Do not feel bad, Leo, about anything that you are releasing that did not serve you. And that's including people. I hope and I pray, male or female, that you have learned your lessons. Okay? Because we have many lessons to learn. Okay? Hopefully, we have learned our lessons out here. Because that's what life is about. It's about lessons. It's about learning. Okay? How else can you grow? Okay? Leo in the J. Let's see. Being led to give it one more. Let's see. Very intuitive at this time, Leo. Your intuition can be very enlightening. Yeah. Your intuition could be growing, heightening at this time. Very intuitive. Listen to it. Okay, listen to your intuition. And that is the truth. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will bring you much clarity on all levels of life. All right? Leo, you have the Empress showing up. Wow. Oh, man. Woo. Leo, you have Empress and Emperor. Man, it's been a while since I've seen something come out. Just straight up, man. First two cards out. Empress and Emperor. Okay? First two cards out. That's nice. So far. Alright. You have the Moon. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the World. Something's definitely over and complete, which is a cycle that needed to end. That cycle is complete. You have the Three of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and you have the Sun card. Leo showing up. Huh? You're showing up here in the energy. Strength, right? Success, happiness. There's truth here. There's clarity here. Okay? Accept the truth. Accept the clarity. Okay? So I feel like there's a cycle that has been completed. I feel like your energy is balanced. Okay? And I feel like you have balanced out your feminine and your masculine energies. That's how I feel. Right? If there were any fears, you're allowing yourself to walk through those fears and not allowing fears to hold you back anymore. Okay? Let's see. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Hangman, Hermit, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords showing up, and the Six of Swords. So definitely there's some movement of moving forward, right? I hear the calm after the storm, okay? So you definitely have done some soul searching here. There's a lot of enlightenment. I did mention your intuition being on high, okay? So there's things you have learned. There's been some introspection, right? Enlightenment, and there's spiritual alignment here as well. For someone, this could very well be same sex. Doesn't have to be, but if you show up, I will mention it. And it's shown up here, okay? But the wish fulfillment part is to where there was a wish granted, okay? And you ran with that energy and you made very good of that energy. You are balanced. You may have been worried about starting something new. You may have been worried about starting over. But I feel like you overcame the fears of that. With the Hangman and the Moon, you overcame the fears of it. You're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You could very well be attracting someone that is a water sign that is in a Queen of Cups energy. Okay? But we are talking about energy. We are not talking about gender. Okay? There may have been some delays in some time or another. But at this time, I feel like you are in alignment. Okay? And you have spent quite some time in solitude. There may have been something that you did not want to see before, but there is potential here, great potential. Okay? The world is here. There may be some travel involved, but I feel like you are coming into alignment. And if you were wishing for love, I feel like that wish will be granted. Okay? There's an offer coming in. Definitely an offer coming in with the Knight of Cups. There will be some clarity. There may be some truths that need to be spoken or seen with the Hangman. Okay? There's enlightenment with the Hangman. Okay? Seeing things from a different perspective. But understanding the spiritual side of it as well. Accepting your spiritual side of it as well. There is celebration here. I feel like there's a lot of abundance because of the path that you've taken far as allowing yourself to balance. Taking the time to step through the fears, the illusions, seeing through the illusions. With the Hangman, you're allowing yourself to see. Walking through fears. This is seeing. That light around his head is there for a reason. That's enlightenment. Again, things could have been delayed to some extent so that you would take the time to soul search and allow yourself to see things from a different perspective. Okay? But there is a cycle that you ended and completed, and for that, there's great reward, right? There's moving toward calmer waters after the storm, moving toward success and happiness with the sun being here. And even with the hermit and the hangman, there's definitely been some things that was exposed that you needed to see and you needed to accept so that you could come out of this Nine of Swords energy of being uncertain, unsure, and worried, okay, of what you probably could not control anyway, okay? You could be worried about an offer. There's no need to worry. The offer will be good. And this offer, like I said, could be coming from someone who is in the Queen of Cups energy. You are the Empress in the Queen of Pentacles energy. And this is something you have earned because you balanced. Okay? And it looks like to me, you have been listening for as spiritual enlightenment, soul searching, allowing your path to be lit and not ignoring truths. Ace of Swords. Not ignoring and understanding that, and some of you may have created boundaries too in some time ago, some time that has passed because you needed to. That has to do with that cycle that closed out. It could have been a cycle of anything. Addictive patterns, lack mentality for as scarcity mindset, fear of not finding love or someone to treat you equally. It could have been fears of betrayal, right? Fears of people that you cannot trust, fears of limited thinking, okay? And some of y'all, it could have been fears when it comes to belief systems, okay? And you release that, I feel. It's like you've allowed yourself to release things that don't serve you. And you close that out and you've opened your heart and your mind to what will serve, what does serve. And anything you were afraid of, which is lack mindset, which is something we're normally conditioned to, anything you were afraid of, you allowed yourself to sit in it, you allowed yourself to feel it, and you allowed yourself not to ignore it anymore. Okay? And this is what threw you into that balance. You may have had some nights where you stayed up all night, wondering, hoping, wishing, not understanding, asking for understanding, praying for understanding. That's where that hangman comes in. That's when you receive spiritual wisdom and knowledge, not only in hangman position, but also in the hermit position. But that's where it comes in at. And that's where you make up your mind to accept yourself, love yourself to the fullness. You are enough, right? And you're going to walk through these fears, okay? Walking through fears is what I keep feeling here. You have the Eight of Pentacles coming out, so you have mastered your emotions. Some of you are mastering when it comes to what you're good at for as work. Some of you are mastering your spirituality. You're allowing your intuition to be heard, felt, seen, right? You're paying more attention to that part of you. It's a lot of self-love here too. And there's communication coming in and things happening quickly. Someone also wants to communicate with you. There's a water sign that may want to communicate with you. It could be a fire sign that have water in their chart, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I did mention same sex, but it doesn't have to be same sex. It's just that is possible here. Okay? Because we're talking about energies. So, there are some things that's happening fast that will be happening quickly. There will be fast movement. There's also communication. Some of you, there is travel. Okay? Yeah, look at here. Victory and success. Achievements. You have people that may even admire you to some extent. Okay? Someone may actually be watching you and they admire you. They admire you because of your strength. They admire you because you're not part of the pack. They admire you because you do your own thing. You're your own person. They admire you because you don't try to fit in. They love your energy because it's like you're self-made. You do you, right? That rebel energy. But there's success, happiness, there's validation, achievements, okay? Yeah, I did say creating boundaries. And this is something you've learned to do too. And you could have been afraid to do this with certain people, family members, friends, co-workers. You may have realized you needed to create boundaries. Because why? Because everybody's not for you. That's why. Even if, especially if it's family. I feel like there's an energy here to where you may have been shocked to learn Page of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. You may have been shocked to learn that there are some family members you thought were for you, you found out they were not. And this was something that probably had you feeling burdened. People that you know that secretly low-key was envious of you. They were secretly low-key hating on you or in competition with you. And you had to cut them loose. You had to create boundaries. Okay? People with hidden agendas, yeah. Because see, a lot of people, Leo, wanted to keep you stuck. A lot of people wanted to be on your team and in your energy as long as they can keep you on their level. The moment they seen you rising, that's where the hatred came in at. That's where the envy came in at. That's where the competition came in at. Okay? So it's a lot of people that wanted to see you stuck. Like I said, I feel like you learned who these people were. And you didn't say anything to anybody. You sat back and you observed this. I feel like you took a lot of action, but this action started from within. It started with you. It started with loving yourself, balancing out, understanding your power, your own power. You have power. You may have felt like you didn't. You may have felt powerless even with the people you were around, family and so-called friends, lovers. You may have felt like you were powerless around these people. That's because that's the way they wanted you to feel. They wanted you to feel powerless and stuck. Like, you're not good enough. You don't have the potential to overcome that. You don't have the potential to gain that. You don't have the potential to become this person or that person. You don't have the potential to step up to the plate. You don't have the potential to become this and have that and do this and do that. And you know, like I said, you picked up on that energy. And you realized who these people were. And it may have shocked you to realize, and some of you had to sit with yourself. Hangman. Some of you had to sit with yourself and actually think back and connect the dots. These people have been on this level for a minute, and you didn't realize it. But that's what that light is about, spiritual enlightenment. So you can know, being the knowing. We mentioned the high priestess earlier. You know who these people are. You know the hidden agendas. You know the low-key envy, the low-key hatred. Some of y'all, this is coming from a baby mama or a baby daddy. You know about it. They don't think you know that they in competition with you. They don't think you know that they low-key envious of you, low-key jealous of you. And some of them, they like this, and they don't even have a valid reason to be like that towards you. But they are. But see, you allowed yourself to see it. You connected the dots. You thought about it. It could have been events that happened in the past, long time ago. And you start thinking about, man, it's something they said that was triggering. Why did that trigger me? You sat there and you thought about it. Hangman. Thought about it. Is that why they said that? That's why they talking like that? Certain things people say in conversation where you pick up on the things they say. And you notice it. That's your intuition. And you noticed it. Now you see it. But then when it was being said and done, you didn't really catch on. But you're sitting now currently and you're able to connect the dots. That's why they were acting like that. This is why they were acting like that. Okay? So you created boundaries. Right. Drop the burden. There's a lot of wands here. So Leo, I feel like you've taken a lot of action. And this started with self. self-enlightenment, soul searching, realizing things about yourself, paying attention to your own energy, your growth, your thoughts, your feelings, where you were in life, right? Some of you start tapping into your spirituality, and you're learning that spirituality works for you. It actually worked, and this is something you keep into yourself. It's like your own little foretold secret. I don't have to let people know that I realize what they're doing. I don't have to let people know that I'm intuitively sitting here able to connect the dots, and I know the truth about them, that they low-key can't stand me, they low-key envious of me. You're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to be my mother. You're supposed to be my father. Some of y'all, this could be a real biological mother or father. This could be a step-parent. Folks that you're finding out, they're not for you. You thought they were, but they're not. This became a burden to some extent too, but you realized you had to create boundaries. Seven of Wands. You knew you had to take action and do something about that, but it started with you. Stop letting people play in your face. Stop giving your energy away to people. Stop being in people's energy and they low-key don't even like you. And all you doing is being nice to people. You giving to people, celebrating with people. If they need you, you stepping up to the plate. You being there for them, being the shoulder they can cry on. They can call you and vent all day long. They might be talking about the same old thing over and over and over. And what you do, you be a listening ear for them. You hear them out. And it's the same person that's low-key jealous of you. Don't want to see you with nothing. Don't want to see you with that new car. They don't want to see you with that new house. They don't want to see you do better than them. You drop that burden. Okay? Yeah. Some of y'all are moving. Literally, you're moving. This is a chariot. This is fast movement. Some of you are going somewhere quickly. You are leaving people behind. And they ain't going to know how to handle it. And you already know they're not going to be able to handle it. That's why you're keeping it to yourself. King of Wands. More action. You see? Let somebody come to you wrong. You ain't going to do nothing but put them in their place. You ready? You ready. You stay ready. You stay ready to keep from getting ready. You don't play that. You ready. You're a fire sign. You ready to pop off. You like a piece of dynamite, just ready. I wish you would, because I'm going to light you up. I'll light your world smooth up. You ain't going to know what hit you. Leo in the J, King of Wands. Okay? And a lot of the truth, even when you speak the truth to people, they don't want to hear it. That's another thing that shunned you away from people, because folks don't want the truth. They don't want to hear it. Okay? They don't want to hear the truth. Some of y'all experience friends. They try to talk down to you. They try to talk down about your accomplishments. They're not there for you when you need them, but you're always there for them. And you realize you need to block these people out of your life. Some of y'all is family too. Family too. Some of y'all is lovers too. This is the cycle that's been closed out. Okay? You got people watching. They low-key admire you, but they got so much hate on them, they ain't going to tell it to you. You got people gossiping. They talking about you. They watching. Because why? Because you're not giving them your energy anymore. You're not drinking with them no more. You ain't smoking with them no more. You ain't hanging out with them no more. You're doing something different. Spirit got you on a whole nother level, baby. You are in alignment. A lot of threes out here. Three. That is spiritual alignment. Okay? Your ships have arrived. Let's just say that. The ship has arrived. We're talking expansion, like-minded people. Some of y'all are literally moving away from people. You're not even telling them your plans. And don't. Because they ain't going to do nothing but try to, subconsciously, they're going to try to block you anyway. Or wish bad upon you. And them the same ones that admire you. But they just don't want to see you do better than them. A lot of you got commitment coming in, 4 of Wands. Somebody coming in, I feel like it's a water sign. Somebody with water in their chart. In other words, they have a lot of emotions for you. And they're going to express that. Knight of Cups showing up as well. They got a lot of emotions They're gonna express their emotions. I told you, baby. I love when the line, when the energies line up. I love it. Thank you, Most High, Mother and Father, my spiritual team. I thank you to my ancestors. I love when the energies align. I've been talking about the high priestess since we started. That is, you're very intuitive, and this is something people don't like about you either, because you learn to listen. Page of Pentacles. You learn to listen to your intuition. You've learned. You've learned. You've learned to listen to your intuition. That's not good for me. Now I'm not going. They call me over there. I'm not going over there. I don't want to go over there because I'm not going to be pretending with nobody. I'm not going to let them play in my face. You're setting people straight. Folks come to you crooked. You're setting them straight. You're getting them told. You don't have no problem with it. And you're doing it with grace. You're not doing it. You ain't being nasty with folks. No, you're not being nasty with people. You know how to handle yourself. You ain't being nasty with people. You're just telling them like it is. Because you could tell a person straight up with a very low tone of voice, and you can speak certain words because you know how. High priestess. You can speak certain words. You ain't got to raise your voice. It's just the words that you say have so much meaning to them. And you can set the record straight without raising your voice. You can set the record straight with only a few words. Because you can say a lot with a few words. And silence speaks volumes. And a lot of you have went in silent mode. Solitude, baby. That's the hermit. Solitude. And that's because Spirit took you there. Some of you have started having dreams. If you haven't already, you probably will. There's dreams that will come to you about where you belong. There's dreams that will come to you about your gifts. That's something else that you will listen to. 8 of Cups, walking away. Okay? Walking away. Because you know you need to. You know it's time. That's why you created boundaries. You created boundaries because you needed to walk away from things that didn't serve you. People that weren't honest and truthful. People that didn't have your best interests at heart. Temperance, another card of change. But it's also another card of forgiveness. So those who did you wrong, people that may not have had good things to say about you, or they may have, slandered your name and said ugly things about you behind your back to other people, thinking you wouldn't find out, saying things that's not true, making their own assumptions because they don't know what's going on. People do it all the time. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Forgive them. You have healed a lot of things about yourself, Leo. You've allowed, let's say that, you have allowed yourself to heal. You've healed things about yourself, and you had to do this on your own. Nobody helped you with this part. Nobody but the Most High. Mother and Father helped you with this. This is spiritual help, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual teachings. Okay? Spiritual guidance. This is where you are. Lots and lots of potential. And some of you, your potential was being smothered by others. People that did not want to see you grow. And you know this. You know. Temperance, forgiveness, healing. Forgive people. Forgive them. And be on your way. Because this is where you're headed. To the Pentacles. That's where you're headed. A lot of action-oriented cards here. Lots and lots of action. See, you have healed and now it's over. There's an ending. That's why I said the cycle is over. There is an ending to heartbreak. An ending to people playing in your face. An ending to you being fooled by folks thinking that they for you when they not. An ending to betrayals by any and everyone. It don't matter who it was, baby mama, baby daddy, parents, some of y'all parents who betrayed you, hurt you, pushed you aside for others. Real parents, biological parents. They didn't have your best interests at heart. Betrayal. Okay? family, friends, co-workers, so-called lovers. You've done all this. You've been there, done that. That's over. It's over. Potential and new beginnings of love. Real, true, authentic love. New beginnings that you will love. Death is showing up. That's your transformation because things are over. Everything that needed to end has ended. This is not a physical death. Well, then again, wait a minute. Because it could be a physical death to some people's ego. A lot of people that have dealt with you have experienced, or they will experience, an ego death messing with you. You are killing folks' ego out here. You're killing them. The ego is on death row. Okay? But this is what's bringing change and transformation for you. And it's very well needed. You are rejecting people. You are not putting up with anybody's mess. You are fully rejecting people. You are in a whole new energy. And I did say your ships are coming in, baby. 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in. You will, if you haven't, you may have been having dreams of where you like to move, environments you'd like to change, new people coming into your energy, new partnerships, like-minded people, right? New partnerships concerning love, concerning work, concerning environment, people you can trust, people who are authentic. Again, here come that water sign. Somebody got a water sign coming in, baby. This is going to be very stable. This is going to be very solid for you. It will be a solid foundation. Long time coming. Knight of Pentacles. It takes a long time for this energy to come around. But when it does, it's very stable, it's very solid, very promising. Somebody got a water sign coming in, or somebody who has a lot of emotions for you. Okay? Leo. There's commitment on the table, baby. And it started with you. It started with you being committed to yourself, loving yourself, balancing out your energies, allowing yourself to feel the good and the bad and the ugly. Okay? I'm just saying. Yes. That's why I say that all pain and trauma is caused towards myself, my ancestors, and offspring. Some of y'all have children with folks who did not want to see you overcome or achieve a good life. Some of y'all have your children's parents who you're no longer with. These folks tried to downplay your character, downplay you as a person, compete with you, using the kids to compete against you, envy of you, jealous of you. And some of them folks you tried to help, but you couldn't help them because they were too low vibrational. And what you had to do, block them out. Leo, it's on, baby. It's on, Leo. Male or female, you got somebody coming in. Somebody finna come bring you this cup. Knight of Cups, energy. Somebody finna come bring you this cup. Okay, male or female, I feel like you're in this Empress energy here. And someone's bringing you this cup. Someone has a lot of love for you. A lot of love and emotions. And they're ready to express as well. And they're going to express the fact that they want commitment with you. They want a life with you. They're going to show this to you. They're going to put in action. You're not going to have to wonder or try to figure out anything. Because this particular person is going to lay it out on the table for you. They're going to lay it out on the table for you. Okay? Oh, absolutely, baby. 2 of Cups on the top of the deck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know my ship is coming in. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's coming. It's been a long time coming. You deserve it. It's been a long time coming. Yeah. Uh-huh. You already dealt with the low vibrational part of it. You've already been there, done that. That's why that cycle is over. It's done. Never to be brought back again. The death card did show up at the bottom of the deck, and that's because it has ended. You allowed it to end. You allowed that to close out. So now something new can begin. Leo, I hope something was said that can help you move forward. Keep moving, male or female. Keep on moving. Six of Swords is here. The Chariot came out. You're moving. Some of y'all are literally moving. You're going to have a nice home if you don't already. It's something to where career moves, all that stuff is transforming for you. And your vibration is on high. So you don't have time for any low vibrational people, any low vibrational setbacks or situations coming from anyone. And you're already aware of that. And that's why the Seven of Wands is coming out in future energy. Someone is coming in. This person is for you. Male or female, Leo, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm happy for you. This is good news. That's how I feel. Very beautiful outcome. Whoever's coming in for you, this person and you will go together like a hand in glove. Okay? You'll know if this resonated with you because it will make sense to you. If it did not make sense to you, that's because it wasn't for you. And that's okay. Only take what resonates with you. And until next time, Leo, take care.